When I think of Anima Squad, so many questions come to mind. Questions like, why? For what? And honestly?
Hello, Inbound Flops. I'm Zach, not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today we're gonna jump into the wild world of the Anima Squad skin line that has caused a bit of a stir by existing. I want to talk about where this event could have been great and failed, the skins themselves and a ranking of them, and my own thoughts on the event before it actually comes out. This video should be dropping on the day that it comes out. So grab your ice lattes and cat ears and let's unpack Anima Squad. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to become not Kyle. If you are Kyle, that is illegal, as you can tell by the name of my channel, so subscribe or forever hold your peace, you traitor. I'm also on Instagram at ZachNotKyle and on Twitter at ZachNotKyle Inc., so go follow me for garbage in your inbox. Now with that promotion housekeeping out of the way, let's talk about some mecha furries in their entirety. Oh yeah, fair warning, if I do sound extremely nasally, more so than I normally do, I'm from the Midwest, it's normal. It's because I literally just got over having a really bad cold. It wasn't Miss Rona, surprisingly. But yeah, so if I sound even shittier than I normally do, just know it was because I was sick. Starting off with the premise, Anima Squad is best described as the furry version of teen dystopian action novels. In a near-distant future, humanity is fighting for survival, and they assemble the best fighters they can. This group uses the same tech as their enemies, the Primordians, as they fight like animals for the survival of the human race. Kind of a basic concept, but there are many good events in this game with basic concepts. So why is it bad? I think the premise of Anima Squad falls flat due to a lack of a proper villain and a lack of visible conflict. The Primordians are built up as the big bad of this universe, and yet they are nowhere to be found in the skins outside of a ward. With how few skins there are of this line, they could have thrown in some Primordians to have an established villain that could make Anima Squad differentiate itself from the other future dystopias that League of Legends has. I'm gonna be using Project as a constant comparison to Anima Squad for good reasoning. Project and Anima Squad do have similar concepts where they're set in future dystopias, but one of them embraces technology and robots and the other resents it. However, their biggest difference is Project has an actual conflict and shows its villains in skins in the game. Now I already hear you saying, but Zach, Project is a 72-way neon-coded cyber brawl where the villain depends on whose eyes you're looking through. How is this even remotely comparable to Anima Squad, which literally only has 5 skins? And to that I say, Project has established villains, heroes, and rogues in the story. In fact, one year Project only had 3 skins in the Project Hunters line, but you immediately knew who the villain in this story was, which in that case it was Jin. There are 5 characters here and not one of them is an established villain. I have an older video on the entire Project universe with it being as up to date as possible. I might make a video similar to that for Star Guardian as well when the new event drops and remake that video eventually when new skins come out for it. Anima Squad feels like a restart of Project but spliced with Overwatch. Project and Anima Squad are similar and different in their stories because there's no concrete evil for different reasons. Project is because it depends on who you choose as the hero, which makes it a good story because in certain people's eyes, or visors, they are the hero of their story. And Anima Squad is because the villain is never built up in the game to be important because if you don't read the lore, there isn't one. Anima Squad needs more skins to establish a better universe, which I'll talk about later, but with the Eclipse skins rumored to come out right after, along with a new character slated for release in April at the same time, along with High Noon in May and June, the Arcana leaks literally coming like 2 days ago at this point. I'm not so sure that Anima Squad has the room for growth yet, unless it comes back in a year or two, which Project already will have come back by that point, which may leave this skin line in the dust. So even though there's a small number of skins, let's rank them from number 6 to 1. Yes, it's a very small amount for being a literal event, but we'll take what we can get. So number 6 is Battle Bat Vayne. Holy shit, I hated this. The color scheme is doing so much at once and it hurts my eyes. I'm going to get cataracts. The effects are not only boring, but they're also ugly. If this game gave Vayne white effects instead of yellow, it actually would would have been so much better. And her recall is nice, but like all of them are. So overall, the worst for sure, but like not by much. Fifth is going to be Silas. There's a reason that these two share a splash, because they are nearly equally shit. His sound effects do save him slightly. He's better than Vayne, but not by much, and his colors are ugly and are also used for Misfortune, who smoked the entire skin line. His animation is also slightly jarring, which was also an issue with Vayne. His recall looks really clean, and I like that they used a melee champion in this line other than Riven, since I originally thought this line was going to be only long-range gun champions in Riven, but that's about where my positives end with him. Number 4 is going to be, surprisingly, Battle Bunny Prime Riven. I wanted so much more from this, since this was going to be a huge skin for Riven. Currently, we have Udyr crying in his grave because his rework is still not coming out, and we're out here reworking skins. And not only that, we're disappointing on them too. I would have wanted her to get the prestige over Jinx, but I understand why they wouldn't do it. But in that case, why not give Riven a legendary? The rework was fine given the assignment, but when you set the precedent that this is supposed to be a huge event for Riven and then make it boring, I'm not sure what your goal is here. Her VFX are really good, her colors aren't atrocious unlike many of these skins, and she is a nice neutral to above average skin for me. I just wanted more. So number 3 is going to be the Jinx Prestige. I'm not going to touch this much because it's going to have the same critiques as regular Battle Cat Jinx. It's just below Jinx because it looks worse color-wise, and that's definitely saying something. So I put Jinx as number 2. Her skin is pretty good. Her traps are really neat, her outfit's really nice, her sound effects slap. I'm happy that Jinx got the Prestige, and I think it was between her and Riven, but it was a toss-up for sure, but Jinx felt like it was a slightly better choice. Her color scheme really needs work, but that's a common issue with the skin line. Overall, she is perfectly fine, and I would play this skin with chromas. And number 1 is the legendary of this skin line, aka the best one. Misfortune absolutely gave me life. I think she had the best skin of this line, and her legendary status is well deserved. Her outfit composition is the best out of anyone in this skin line. Her animations also look the cleanest at this moment in the PvE. Her R is one of the best effects I've ever seen, and her recall is stunning, like many of the other ones. So the skins are recapped, but what about their overall problems as a collective? I think one of the biggest issues with this event is the lack of skins at the moment. If they did a wave 2, I think that would be the best option to make this event better, because then there's more content. I would love to see Rel, Caitlyn, Camille, Leona, maybe even Garen as well. I think they could all work in the line, and it would help with the event feeling a bit lacking in content. We could even see a Primordial skin line as a counter to the Anima Squad skins with the likes of Draven, Kennen, Akali maybe. I'm sort of just throwing ideas out here, but the general point is that this should have had more skins and an established villain. The next problem with this is the role distribution of skins. This is something that I think does help out a skin line a lot. If you can grab your squad, or even just your duo partner, and buy a skin from a line and do a full skin team, I think that's fucking awesome, and I love seeing it. For example, I have Star Guardian ones, I've seen KDA ones, Infernals, Sentinels. Sometimes me and my duo Cyrus, who I stream with sometimes, we like to do a nice pool party one. Having 3 ADCs getting the skins make this role distribution very lopsided. Not to mention that this would maybe be fine if they gave some supports these. Unfortunately, not a single support got an Anima Squad skin. If they put a support in and a jungler, it would be much better than a top laner, a top ADC, 2 ADC exclusives, and a top mid laner. I would have maybe even thrown in a furry champion for the jungler, because that could easily be a great storyline. Maybe Warwick, Alistar, Rengar, Nunu, or Volibear. It would be interesting to see a furry in the game join a group of furry cosplayers in the fight for the world against robots. Then again, I think if they did do this, they would be stealing too much from Overwatch, even though they already kind of burgled half of their concept. For the support, a tanky support would help, like Rel or Leona, because none of these characters other than Riven technically are tanks. I could see either Rel or Leona hitting this out of the park. There is a bit of a plague looming over Anima Squad as well, being the existence of Star Guardian, which is coming as the big summer event of 2022, which, before Star Guardian does drop, I am probably going to make a video speculating what the event's going to be about, because I also might do a retrospective on the Sentinels of Light and why the big summer events tend to either fight or flop. So this wouldn't be a bad thing for Anima Squad if it came out, say, in 2021 or 2023 when Star Guardian wasn't present. Throwing Anima Squad and Star Guardian together within a few months of each other does lead to the argument of League of Legends trying to profit off anime anime appeal, more recognizable. However, they are starting to go back on this, which is really nice. However, when you do this many skin lines, especially one of them that has almost the word anime in it, it makes it a little bit odd. So this event is actually supposed to end in May completely, and then Star Guardians is supposed to be in July or August. This timing is really bad, and they need to throw in Beast Champions between these two before the fan base gets mad over a lack of Beast Champions with new skins. However, with Remora coming out soon, this might be okay, but they really gotta start cranking these before the community gets onto this. So in conclusion, Anima Squad is an event shrouded in bland storytelling. I wish that this had more thought and effort put into it, but it seems like this event is being used as filler for when Star Guardians comes out in summer, which to be honest would not shock me. My other explanation for this event's existence is that they couldn't do Project so soon because we literally just had Project last year, even though I don't think anyone would actually complain if we got it every year. So Riot, if you're going to do one-off events, at least make them big enough to be considered events. And with that, that's gonna be it for me today, everyone. Make sure to follow me on everything to stay up to date, and I'll be here for you next time to give you the takes you never knew you needed. Now get out there, get on the Rift, and be a nice human. Bye, sis.